Hi, it's Nana again. This time we're going to make chili and meat. So I'm going to start by using a half an onion and sauteing it. It's going to be so good.
So everything's diced up.
Everything's diced up. And we're going to put it in the pan here and let it saute a little bit.
How much oil is in your pan?
Probably about a half a cup.
What kind of oil is it?
This is Wesson oil. And then I'm going to put about a tablespoon or, a big soup spoon full of
What is that? What
garlic.
kind?
This is garlic.
And you just toss it in there with the onions?
Toss it in there with the onions, and then we're going to saute it a little bit. So we'll get this nice and warm and saute it up real good. While that's sauteing, I'm going to cut the pork chops up.
What temperature is the...
I have it on about a 9.
Which is medium, medium high?
Medium high. And get the pork chops that has the bone in it, because you can also put the bone in there to cook too.
Why do you want to cook the bone?
You put the bone in there because there's lots of flavor in the bone, and it just tastes better. Yeah.
So you're going to debone it then?
I'm just going to take the bone off, and some of the meat will still be left on the bone, and then we'll just throw that in there too.
So you just let that kind of simmer in oil?
Yeah, you let it simmer until it's like see-through.
Yep.
And then while this is doing what it's doing, then after I get this meat cut up, I'll start adding the meat to it.
So you're just making like chunks or slivers of meat?
Yeah, just chunks of meat. And I always like to cook or cut meat on a glass cutting board, because that way, if you're using wood or plastic, it gets into the grooves of it. Serious. And don't cut the fat off. Oh my goodness, that's the best part. Okay.
2.
Okay, it's all cut up, you see, sort of. And I'm going to put some of it in the pan because my onions and garlic are cooking really, really good. Okay. Can't rush good stuff. Let's turn this down just a tick because it's nice and hot now. So it's actually just on medium now. See, we're putting the bones in. Put all the bones in. Pause it?
Nope.
Okay, I'm trying to hurry.
You're fine.
I know that, but okay, ready?
Okay, so she just added a dash of garlic salt, not a lot, because we already are cooking
about
with garlic.
half a teaspoonful. And then the Lori seasoning salt, I like to put that in there because that gives it an extra kick. And that's probably about a half a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon. And then we just let it cook. And then we'll add the goodies. I'm going to make sure, the bones are cooked and I'm making a mess. 5-second rule. And bones on the bone. Look how nice they're cooking up.
Yeah.
Good.
So the marrow will cook out of the bone a little bit, and the marrow always adds a nice flavor.
Okay, look, this is just about ready for me to add my diced green chilies and my tomato sauce.
How much of
the bones got to cook a little bit more? The diced green chilies are the small cans that I'm going to put in. I use 2 of them.
Okay.
And then 2 small cans of tomato sauce. And I put probably about a tablespoonful of sugar to get that bite out of the tomato, the acid. And then my salsa that I make, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of salsa in that and then just let it simmer.
Okay.
So it's going to be very, very good.
So that looks like it's really cooking now.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful.
So did you turn the heat
I
up?
turned the heat up. It's on high for about 5 minutes or so.
Because you want it to brown and cook the bones?
I want it to brown and cook the bones, but I don't want it to be tough, you know, the meat.
So how do you keep it from being tough?
I just keep stirring it, and so it doesn't all just, you know, cook in one spot. And that way your garlic and your onions get all cooked the same. It smells so good in here. Okay. I'm going to turn this down just a tish, and I'm going to open up my cans of diced green chilies and my tomato sauce. We're adding the diced green chilies.
Okay.
Sauce and all. I use 2 cans of it. So good. Gosh, I wish you could smell it in here. Stir that up a little bit. And then I'll add my tomato sauce. Oh my gosh, that does smell good. Keep stirring it and get it all mixed in there real good. The bones are going to be the bomb. Okay, here we go, the tomato sauce. Hunts. Always have to have Hunts.
2 cans?
Yeah, 2 little, what are they, 8-ounce cans.
You're going to get a little bit of what?
Sugar, just to take the acid out of the tomato sauce.
So it's just simmering.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bring that to a simmer. I'm going to put 2 nice, maybe 3 big spoons of my salsa.
It looks funny because it's frozen. She took it out of the freezer for the show. For this
Took
video.
it out last night. Dang
That's
it.
all right.
Okay, here we go. That should do it. And then turn the heat down and let it simmer. I like to let it simmer for a good half hour, 40 minutes, to where everything gets nice and tender. And that's it. This is it. It's all done. Nice and tender. And it tastes wonderful. So that's what I do. This is done. It's ready to go.
Yay!
Yep.